Your status. Before going into great detail, simply put, you are in the wrong nation. This whole legal issue is based on international law, aka law of nations. Americans must grasp that they are in the federal nation created by the 14th Amendment political system. As you are in the federal nation, you have unknowingly volunteered to pay the tax due to the consent of such nation, i.e. by its custom and usage. Accordingly, because the Internal Revenue Code is deemed positive law, based on the federal nation, arguing the Internal Revenue Code will generally get you absolutely nowhere. Why? Because really you are considered to be a federal person. See this person defined in Title 26 U.S.C. Section 7701 A. 30a. See also Title 22 U.S.C. Section 456 F. This is the key legal premise that most people fail to comprehend. As to the induced nationality/citizenship, this author cannot find any advantageous reason whatsoever in being a so-called citizen of the United States. Through the legal research of this author, it has been concluded that this particular status makes one totally subordinate to the government, federal, and state. This conclusion is evidenced, and also concurred with, in U.S. v. Cruikshank, wherein the court stated, "The people of the United States resident within any state are subject to two governments, one state and the other national. It is the natural consequence of a citizenship which owes allegiance to two sovereignties and claims protection from both. The citizen cannot complain, because he has voluntarily submitted himself to such a form of government." Before we go on, it is very interesting to this author that since the Federalist Papers, these artists of Newspeak continually interchange the term national and federal to confuse people. The judge did it in the posted Cruikshank statement. However, in a sense, the federal government is really the national government for U.S. citizens. That is why it is so important to know law and terms, and not to just read case law to get the answers. Now, on to what the court was really talking about. It was referencing the so-called dual citizenship caused by the 14th Amendment political/governmental system. Please take note the court was exposing a plethora of negative factors to the cognizant in its revealing statement. The list of legal factors are as follows: resident, subject, citizenship, allegiance, sovereignties, and last but not least, voluntary. This list is a fundamental formula of international law held under the law of nations. The court was speaking right out of the doctrinal law of Vattel's Law of Nations.